There's a note on the disc saying, "For McGilded," but the item belongs to me. The redemption ticket was stolen from me by the accused, that filthy gutterling, on the day in question. I proceeded at once to the shop in order to explain my situation and redeem my article. In the end, of course, the disc was taken by the police. In other words, I had absolutely no reason to break into the shop later that same night.
Did I hear you correctly, sir? McGilded, you say? The famous London philanthropist?
Who burned to death in this very room?
Oh, yeah.
Who perished in this very courtroom 2 months ago after being acquitted of a distinctly messy murder?
Yes, my lord. The one and the same.
Good Lord! Mr. Graydon! Are you saying that Mr. McGilded and yourself were acquainted?
Yes, that's correct.
Excuse me?
Order! Well, I certainly didn't expect to hear that name uttered here in my courtroom again.
According to what Gina told us, the disc was placed in the pawn on that fateful night 2 months ago. McGilded himself gave instructions to deposit it at Winterbanks.
It's funny that Mr. Graydon here is claiming the disc belongs to him then, isn't it?
Yeah, Iris, it sure fucking is. In all likelihood, he's lying. So he appeared that afternoon at Winterbanks in order to get his hands on McGilded's disc, for some reason.
Counsel, you will commence your cross-examination, please.
I just think it's so wild that the evidence we presented was the disc, and then we didn't even look at his thumb. He just said, "Oh yeah, I did that."
Got me.
When he could have just said no.
Didn't
That's-
we? Oh, here
That's
it is.
buck wild. That's
Selectively intelligent.
Because this is 1,000,000% going to come up eventually in this case. I do want to reread this again. Victim found deceased in the last scheduled omnibus in the day. Mason Milverton, that was his actual name. Thrice fired Mason, much better name. Brickmaker, yeah. Magnus Gilded. Prosecution was Barrick Van Zeeks. It was me. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, surprise 4th witness's testimony resulted in an acquittal due to insufficient evidence, which was Gina. Okay. Note saying for McGilded, but the item belongs to me. Redemption ticket was stolen by the accused that filthy guttling in the day in question. Proceeded at once to the shop in order to explain my situation and redeem the article. In the end, the disc was taken. In other words, I had absolutely no reason to break into the shop later on that same night. I keep forgetting I have to do walls though.
Well, there were 2 items that McGilded deposited, and the other one was the box.
That's right. It's the coat, which had the disc in it.
Yeah, and the box. So
Oh, yeah.
there was another thing that he theoretically could have.
The redemption ticket was stolen from me. I proceeded to shop and redeem my article.
Yeah.
Is
So
it there, are we thinking?
the box, we still don't know.
The disc was taken by the police. In other words,
Yeah.
I have no reason to break into the shop.
But
later
there's
that
still
night.
a box.
Let's see here.
I don't know if we just immediately present the ticket for the box.
Redemption ticket. It doesn't say which. Well, I mean, each of them's one small box. Okay. But the coat was the one that had blood on it, which was Mr. Mason's. Huh. Well, let's, I guess, press and see what happens.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Had you ever been to Winterbanks before?
Only once for the purposes of pawning something, but like many, I enjoy browsing in such establishments. So when you noticed that the pickpocket had taken your ticket, you chased after her. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I didn't notice it first, of course, such is the art of the pick purse. But when I did, I headed to the pawnbrokery at once, in order to reclaim my coat before the thief could. I was merely trying to recover what was rightfully mine in the first place.
He can say what he wants. He can say what he likes because he knows we have no evidence to contradict him on this. I think this was taken by the police.
Hold it!
Yes, it was taken by Inspector Gregson here, wasn't it?
That's right. This was the very man. Apparently the police are collecting anything that has a connection to Mr. McGilded as evidence.
Got him!
Excuse me.
I swear to God, Gregson, if you just say,
I can't talk about that.
Fish and chips.
You
Governor.
what, mate?
Is something wrong, Inspector?
What do you mean?
The last remark Mr. Graydon made in his testimony seemed to trouble you in some way.
Eh? No, it didn't. It's nothing. Leave it alone.
Let me ask you this, Inspector. Why is Scotland Yard gathering McGilded's possessions?
I can't tell you something like that, Sunshine.
We're trying to summon his spirit. We've got
We need
this.
to collect his Horcrux.
We're building the Great McGilded Pyramid, and we need all of his earthly possessions.
We found this new thing called spirit mediums. It might be big about 100 years from now, but it's nothing now.
Although I don't know if we should be using them in police investigations. That might lead to some sort of incident.
Anybody who did that's a
of the
moron.
DL variety.
What is it, Inspector? Investigative secrets. Yes, exactly. You should know all about that. Magnus McGilded, who died so unexpectedly.
Died
after
so others may live.
Who died so unexpectedly to others but not me after his trial 2 months ago.
Venzig, did you kill him? Did you kill his man?
Yes.
Oh?
I thought we had established that already.
A man renowned throughout the capital for his great contributions to public life. Yet he had a dark side, too. Where are you going with this, Van Zeeks? I suppose the police are dealing with the aftermath of these nefarious activities, are they? That's enough! Coppers like me have duties to carry out that we're not at liberty to talk about. That's all you need to know. Duties conferred by Lord Strongheart, I presume. The Lord Chief Justice appears to have great faith in you, Inspector. The bottom line is, if you want to get more out of me, you're gonna need Lord Strongheart's paw print first.
Is he a dog?
Woof, woof.
What's all this about? It's like there's something going on between Gregson and Lord Vance.
I
It's
can
like
just
there's something going on
I can
between
just
Lord Van
feel
Zeeks.
the
Ooh,
sparks.
spicy.
There's some magnetism here.
Give me the deets.
I wonder if my descendants will have sparks fly between them and somebody else in a courtroom. God damn it, Adobe Creative Cloud.
Well, it would appear that the inspector has revealed all he is at liberty to reveal. Except whether he's single or not. Mr. Graydon, let us return to your testimony. Gladly, my lord.
Okay, so like, what did we get from that?
Nothing.
Damn it.
We got that
Oh.
Strongheart's involved in a cover-up. That's what we got.
Wait a. Yeah. So he says that the disc was taken by the police, but there was another ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just present the ticket here?
Yeah, you could try.
Well, we got 5 guesses.
For
This
the
is the
box.
right one?
For the box, yeah.
Yeah.
Objection.
Yes! Music
There you
stopped!
go, baby.
Feels good! This disc was deposited at Windibanks on Magnus McGilded's instructions. You knew that, and you went there with the intention of obtaining it for yourself.
Objection.
Conjecture again. And in any case, the disc was taken into custody by the police that afternoon.
Hey, Van Zeeks, I'm getting somewhere.
We ain't talking about the disc.
The witness had no reason to visit the pawnbrokery again that night.
It would be a damn shame if there was a second ticket on the grassy knoll. Sorry, my learned friend, but that's not true.
Ah! What?
Mr. McGilded had another article in pawn at Windibanks, as this second pawnbroker's ticket proves.
Now, I'm glad that we got it right. However, I'm going to stop you right there, Rionosuke. How do we know that that's McGilded's? No, there's no fucking name on it.
I'll hold the phone.
How do we know that McGilded is the one that deposited that thing?
We knew both were his.
It's the same signature.
No, that's his that's
Magnus McGilded.
no. The person's name
Ashley Graydon?
They've said the person's name is never on the tickets. So that is not his name. It's the pawnbroker's signature. So there's no way to prove.
You're saying both cat pictures? But that could be anything.
Listen, I'm a let it slide video game, but you're
Oh, people are saying it was in the code. It was in the code.
How do you prove it was in the code,
Well,
Zach?
we'll find out. We'll find out.
Listen, this game's on thin ice with me. Everyone's like, Wes is really salty. I'm a little salty because this game's like throwing some shady reasoning here, and I'm not 100%
I'm not feeling
about
super
it.
well, so I'm not feeling super well, so I can't be salty. So Wes is trying to do enough salt for both of us.
Yeah, see?
He's taking one for the team, like the good friend that he is.
Exactly. Pridge normally takes up some of the salt, and I'm doing double work.
Wes is our resident salt bay tonight.
Yeah, listen. Because again, it's like, we know, but it's already been established that Graydon can just say,
Well, that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
and there's no way for us to disprove that.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree with you.
Ah.
There were 2 articles belonging to Mr. McGilded in Windibank's pawnbrokery, and the reason you broke into the shop that night was to recover the second one. Together with your 2 accomplices, the Skulkin brothers.
Ah.
This is the second ticket, is it?
What had the man deposited?
The article description reads, 1 small box.
A rather vague description, it seems to me. Are you suggesting that I broke into the pawnbrokery with these clowns in order to steal some trinket box? Did somebody say clown?
No!
Never.
You're not born for like another 50 years or something.
I'm eternal!
I believe there are adequate grounds to suspect that you did.
This is absurd.
Why on earth would I do such a thing? Once the article had been forfeited, I could simply walk into the shop and purchase it. There would be absolutely no need for me to resort to theft.
No, because you don't want the government to know what's in it.
Yeah.
So you need to get to it before the police found out about it.
That's a good point.
Indeed. The witness makes a solid argument.
So that means that for some reason, this Graydon fellow needed the small box that very night, doesn't it?
Objection.
Oh, music stopped. He just presented evidence to the court.
Yeah.
He found the right thing in the court record. It's time to put an end to this nonsense, my lord.
Could you be a little less cryptic?
Could you be a little less cryptic, Lord Van Zix? Am I right?
I do hate to ruin my learned friend's argument, but the truth is quite incontrovertible. On the night in question, no small box was taken from Winterbank's pawnbrokery.
Yeah, because it was in the back room, which was locked, you fucko!
And rest assured, the prosecution...
I am not a fucker.
The prosecution can prove that point.
What?
Exhibit A as to why I am not a fucko.
Good gracious!
Inspector, show the photographic prints to the court, if you please. Yes, sir.
What prints? I knew your brain was thinking.
It was. It's okay, I'm not gonna do it. These prints were taken from one of the detective's security cameras.
These red-handed recorders again.
As previously explained using this plan of the shop layout. The victim's establishment was furnished with automatic cameras in 2 locations. One was set to capture the counter where Mr. Winterbank received the customers, and the other was set to capture the shelves on which articles were placed for sale once forfeited. According to the information on this ticket, McGilded's small box had been forfeited already, 2 days before the incident at 9 p.m. on 13th April to be precise, which means it would have been on the shelves of forfeited items in the shop. Now, what I have here is a print taken by one of the cameras about 2 hours before the incident. That's at 11 p.m. on 15th April. And we're just now getting this.
The victim certainly had a very full shop, it would appear. And then here we have another print. This one was taken about 2 hours after the incident. I see. So we have 2 pictures to compare.
Oh,
I wonder what that could mean.
oh boy!
Somebody on the juror box is like,
to us 600 times.
Yeah, juror number 3 is like, oh, sorry. Did you say stereoscopes? Oh.
did you say 2 pictures?
I'm gonna bust a nut in 3D.
Quick, somebody take 2 pictures of it.
God. Please don't.
Oh my god.
Though I must say that placing them side by side leaves me cold.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Well, at least me hot and bothered. Well, at least me hot and bothered. Go to stereoscopic horny child, juror number 3.
That's starting to make my head ache. Obviously, at Scotland Yard, we consider theft as one possible motive in this case. We explored the possibility that something had been taken in addition to the victim's life. So your men have already compared these 2 prints thoroughly, Inspector?
Yes, sir.
Did you look through a stereoscope, Inspector? No, why would anybody do that, Your Honor?
That doesn't make any sense.
We counted every single item in each of these 2 photographic prints.
Iris, can you just do this for us, please?
And the Yard's conclusion is that exactly the same number are present in both.
But also, isn't the point of stereoscopes that they're supposed to be taken from slightly different angles?
Yeah.
But if it's a stationary camera, it's the same angle.
Well, it's the same thing as what happened with the other picture of the desk, where because an item was moved slightly, it created the effect that that item alone was in 3D.
Oh, okay.
So
there's gonna be one thing that pops out instead of the
Yeah.
whole thing looks 3D. Okay. In other words, nothing was taken from the pawnbrokery on the night in question. And my learned friend's assertion is nothing more than a hopeful fantasy.
$20. The box was adjusted slightly, and whatever was in the box was taken
out of it.
Whoop-de-fucking-do. Fuck. I don't believe it. If I could have just shown that he'd stolen McGilded's pawned box. I might have been able to break him down at last.
You know what, Runo? I've been thinking.
You have?
That's dangerous.
Good. Because I sure as shit haven't.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if these two photographs really
I
are
can't do it.
exactly the same.
Fuck, that hurt my eyes really bad. I got a headache now. Let me try it one more time.
Huh?
We're trying to stereoscope it.
No, I can't fucking do it.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it.
Absolutely can't.
Kind of screen.
What?
So, counsel, in light of the evidence put forward by the prosecution, what is your position? It seems that, in fact, on the night in question, nothing was stolen from the victim's establishment. Do you accept the prosecution's assertion?
I don't know. No, Ryan, you fucking know. Could there be some discrepancy in these two photographic prints somewhere?
Nah.
Oh, fuck. Wait, can we use a piece of evidence and have that be the stereoscope?
Yeah, try that.
It fucking better. Before I give my answer, my lord, I'd like
Okay.
to try something, if I may. That's a post 3DS
Yeah.
example, yeah.
Try something? What do you mean, counsel?
I'll need to use a certain piece of evidence from the
Okay.
court record to identify the discrepancy. And they're gonna be like, what is the piece of evidence you need?
I'm not entirely sure I follow.
Have you been paying attention this whole
What
time?
piece of evidence do you intend to use to help you identify a
The
discrepancy
gun.
between...
Prove her innocent!
Yeah, it's the stereoscope. I'd like to use this device, my lord, to view the prints side by side, stereoscopically.
Oh!
Fuck you!
Yep.
We're gonna need a cleanup on aisle 3.
Yes! You've caught the bug at last! You can't resist, can you? You've got the cross-eyed compulsion!
This is some... Oh, hey,
I think
y'all,
that is what
shit.
happened if you drinking too much.
That actually is, yeah, you're right. Trevor number 3. What a surprise.
Come on, Runo. Let's put the pictures in place and see what this wonderful contraption
Well,
shows
you know
us.
what, video game? I'm so glad that you're just taking out the pretense and just getting us right to it instead of making
There
us
we
go
go.
through paragraphs of trying to do it ourselves. It's gonna
There
be
we
the
go.
box right in the center.
Yeah.
Now look through the eyepiece.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Boom. I wasn't sure at first, but no, I was not sure at all. There's a clear discrepancy between these two prints.
What?
Get fucked, nerd.
You must identify the location in question for the court, counsel.
What? Oh, I guess on the 3DS,
Yeah,
this was like an
is-
actual
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
but they
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
cut this part out because it's part of the code already. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Indicate the precise location of the discrepancy of which you speak.
It's this thing. What if I was like over here? No, that's not it. Shit. Granted, these two prints are almost identical. However, there is one minor discrepancy between them.
What?
When you view the two pictures... stereoscopically...
What did you say?
He said the thing. He said the word.
A single area stands out as being different. The location of this small box.
Let me wait. Unbelievable! It really does look like a three-dimensional picture.
God fucking damn it. That's good.
There's your
That's my thumbnail for this one, yeah.
By Jove, you're right. How extraordinary.
What this tells us is very simple. Mr. McGilded's small box was indeed not stolen from Windibanks on the night in question. However, there can be no doubt that somebody picked up this particular box and then returned it to its place on the shelves.
Are you suggesting that the small box originally deposited by Mr. McGilded is in fact...
Yes, the very same small box I just identified in those photographic prints.
Mindless guesswork. What if it was?
Van Zieks, again, I don't believe that you're not smart enough to get what I'm about to say.
New Van Zieks sprite. This is new.
So a box was moved on the shelf. Nothing was stolen.
What if we open the box, you idiot?
Which means quite simply that nothing has changed.
That may be true, but... Alright, the Gilded's box wasn't stolen then. But doesn't the fact that it was moved like that change things? Yes. No, shit! No!
It changes nothing.
No! You're right! It changes nothing!
What if this is the right answer?
Fuck!
I should not have said that.
Is that a smile on Mr. Graydon's lips? Wait a minute. What am I saying? Of course it changes things! Or so I thought at first!
Wow, way to bring it around.
But actually, it changes everything!
What a masterful...
Well...
Masterful...
Well... It's changed your mind, certainly. And that capricious behavior earns you a penalty, my learned friend.
God damn it, we're gonna get no penalties in this trial. I really should have thought it through better.
But Counsel, if nothing was stolen and all that happened was that this box was moved slightly, how can that possibly alter the state of affairs here in the courtroom now?
Yeah. The crucial point is the fact that it was moved. What was moved was a small box. In other words, we have to consider what might have been inside that box.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, he's still smiling.
I'm suggesting that we need to examine that box as soon as possible. A vital piece of evidence is sitting on the shelves at Windibanks as we speak.
Objection! That won't be necessary. Some little box belonging to a man who died 2 months ago can't possibly be relevant to this trial.
To a man I murdered 2 months ago. Damn it, you got me again. My learned friend.
The court does not uphold your objection, Lord Van Zieks.
You don't.
Bailiff! Arrange for an officer to go to Baker Street at once. Obtain the small box in question and bring it back here for further examination.
I will say I really appreciate that they didn't make us go back to the binary choice and pick the other option.
Yeah.
They just were like, yeah, okay, it's the other
That
option.
was wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong, but we're just gonna give you your punishment and move on.
I'll give them that one. Why is this motherfucker still smiling? That worries me deeply. I guess he's going to say, well, it didn't say there was anything inside the box. Maybe it didn't change.
We should have a report within half an hour. I think perhaps we should recess for a short while until the evidence is
Until then, how's everyone doing?
To be hoodwinked by such a farce. Disappointing.
I beg your pardon, Lord Van Zieks.
This is nothing but a smoke screen. A Nipponese specialty, it would seem.
Motherfucker, like... What are you trying to say?
My learned friend has persisted with the same line of reasoning from the very beginning.
Yeah, that I'm right and you're wrong, fucko.
That this witness's intent was to steal an article belonging to Mr. McGilded from the pawnbrokery. Yet common sense tells us that none of the articles have value enough to be worth stealing in the first place.
Exactly! It would be beyond absurd to break into a place for the purpose of stealing such commonplace property.
If your lordship recalls, Mr. McGilded perished 2 months ago, immediately after the conclusion of his trial. Quite unexpectedly. A trial in which he was found not guilty. A trial in which it was established he was the upstanding member of society his reputation implied, in fact. So I propose a toast to my learned friend and his most insightful defense.
And a toast to you, because I guarantee by the end of next week's stream, I'll be giving you the bird, my guy.
I do hear that the bird is the word. The articles this upstanding member of society pawned were entirely ordinary. A black overcoat that had just happened to have a music box disc in one of its pockets, and a small box.
I don't really want to know what's on that music box disc.
I assure you, I wouldn't accept even I assure you, I wouldn't accept even if the man tried to make a gift of such things to me.
He's got Riz. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, that does make rather a lot of sense. It's not as if it was gold and jewels, is it? Oh, goodness knows what Mr. McGilded was rich enough.
But you can't deposit cash at the pawnbrokery. The prosecution's argument is undeniably compelling.
It is incumbent on the defense now to bolster its argument. To explain what possible significance these commonplace articles pawned from this fine citizen could have.
Well, counsel, is your argument in fact demonstrable? Are you able to show proof that the disc or the box are in any tangible way related to this case?
Well,
What's the matter, Bruno? We know that they're related, don't we? They're both vital pieces of evidence.
yes, of course. You and I both know that. We know McGilded's true character. We know the disc is significant, even if we don't know why. But if we explain all that to the court at this point, we'll have to acknowledge that McGilded's acquittal 2 months ago was a mistake. The defense's argument was flawed, based on false information.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, because that would indicate that Gina was lying. And that would mean admitting that Gina committed perjury.
Yeah, so she goes to jail for a little bit for that.
Could it be that Van Zieks knows? Yeah, no shit, Ryan. Is that why he's doing this now? Because he's anticipated everything?
Man, I'm glad he hasn't figured out that I'm just flying by the seat of my pants in this whole thing.
I am so out of practice.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I have lost my last 2 cases. I'm just really rusty, and this is going so badly.
I'm a white girl, wasted.
I really should stop
Drinking on
never
the
actually
job.
drinking my wine.
I mean, to be fair, he never does drink.
Barely, yeah.
He just gets really drunk off of the
Fumes.
the fumes from the wine.
Wine fumes.
Sorry, did you say this one?
Maybe. This could be a great opportunity for us.
Sorry, what do you mean, Iris?
Well, what is it that you always say, Runo?
Ah!
Sooner or later, the truth comes out. Every time.
I guess I've said that before. Alright, the exact significance of the things that McGilda deposited with Mr. Winterbank is something that only Gina can explain to the court. But if I put her on the stand to testify about that, it could critically damage our chances of winning this case.
Legal breathing.
What's the right thing to do here?
Yeah.
I mean, considering that Iris told us we should have Gina testify, I feel like we
she's
should
the
have
smartest-
Gina testify.
She's the smartest squirrel in the land.
My lord, the defense would like to make a proposal.
Oh. Wait, really? Here? In the courtroom?
No.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready.
That was one of my favorite bits we did.
Yeah, that's good.
What proposal, counsel?
While the court awaits the arrival of Mr. McGilden's small box, I'd like to call the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, to the witness stand.
Oh, the defendant. To what end?
It's to do with the various articles deposited at Mr. Winterbank's by Mr. McGilden, my lord. Miss Lestrade has information relating to them. I believe it would be beneficial for the court to hear what she has to say. It will prove the significance of the articles in question once and for all.
Well, well. Things are becoming interesting. I presume you've considered the implications of the testimony you're proposing.
Not at all.
In particular, the impact it will have on the accused standing, and indeed your own.
I have.
Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to explain that last remark?
No. The prosecution accepts the defense's proposal. I move to interrupt the cross-examination of the current witness and hear from the accused herself.
Very well, if you have no objection. So, the court will now hear the testimony of the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. You witnesses currently in the stand may step down until further notice.
That doesn't really work without the hat, my guy.
Yeah.
Then I shall
But we're
bid
still
you
not coming back.
good day.
No, that doesn't mean
You're staying
Wait.
here, yeah.
Wait, he said it. Wait. You, sir, shall remain in the stand while Miss Lestrade testifies.
Oh, that's fucking cool. I dig that.
As you wish.
Damn it. I wanted him to be pissed. All right, then. Gina, it's time. I know this will be hard, but please, put your faith in me here.
Look, Bruno.
Okay. The articles that Mr. McGilden had deposited at Winterbank's pawnbrokery are intimately related with the omnibus case, the trial of which was heard in this courtroom 2 months ago.
Yes, and I remember this young lady being brought before me in that trial as well.
That's right, my lord. Her testimony helped to establish the innocence of the defendant, Mr. McGilden.
The omnibus case was intriguing, to say the least. And now, here we all are again, the same players in that trial facing each other once more. A twist of fate, perhaps, my Nipponese friend.
This motherfucking son of a bitch, goddammit. Allow me to recap the events of 2 months ago. An old brickmaker was stabbed to death in an omnibus running along London's winter streets. Apart from the victim, there was only one other person in the carriage, Mr. McGilded. Naturally, he was the prime suspect for the murder. But as the trial progressed, another possibility emerged. That the murder, in fact, took place above the defendant's head on the roof deck, the body being dropped through the skylight into the carriage below. It was Miss Lestrade whose testimony brought that possibility to light. At the time of the incident, Miss Lestrade was concealed under a seat in the carriage, hoping to pick the pockets of unsuspecting passengers. Then, immediately after the trial, having been acquitted of the murder, Mr. McGilded died in this very courtroom in the most extraordinary of circumstances.
A mystery that remains unsolved even now, 2 months on, as indeed does the omnibus murder itself.
Be that as it may, I recall neither the disc nor this small box being mentioned in the course of those proceedings.
Miss Lestrade, would you tell the court now, please? What really happened in the omnibus 2 months ago, I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
God damn it.
I already said all of what I know.
You piece of shit. And what about everything you told us yesterday from inside your prison cell? Please, Miss Lestrade, this is extremely important.
But
Remember, little girl, if it transpires that you willfully withheld information in the trial 2 months ago, the Home Office will seek to prosecute you for perjury. And naturally, you will lose all credibility as a witness. Although, let's face facts, you have little credibility to lose.
Then no risk, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, low risk, high reward.
Ginny, don't listen to him. Please, you have to trust Runo now.
Iris,
We're on your side.
all right then. I'll talk.
It's the right choice, Gina.
Well, it would seem that my learned friend is hell-bent on bringing the entire courtroom down about his ears. So be it.
I must confess that I am struggling to understand what on earth is happening here. However, it would appear that Mr. McGilded's pawned articles in that extraordinary case of the omnibus harbour secrets of which we have been hitherto unaware. So, Miss Lestrade, you will now give your testimony before the court about the events of 2 months ago. You will reveal the truth, a commodity sorely lacking in your original statements.
This is it then. Everything's going to come out. Like Van Ziek said. This could bring the whole courtroom down about my ears. But as a lawyer, I'm prepared to take that risk. And that's a perfect stopping point, y'all. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah.
Come on, video games.
Yeah, that's good. Nice cliffhanger.
That's going to do it for this week's Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer. Be excited, folks, because next week we'll probably finish the game. Or at least the first part of the game. Be on the lookout in Discord and Twitter and YouTube. I'll put up a poll asking if people want us to keep playing this game or go to Apollo Justice. I have a feeling people are going to keep us playing this game, but We promised that we would do that.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong. And if you like this, you can catch it and many more streams on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam and support us over on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. It really, really helps a lot. It helps me pay my bills, and I appreciate it. But folks, until next time, court is adjourned. James, so are you, but it's the I can still hear his voice meme. I can still hear his voice.
Gay, homosexual, gay.
More so are you.
Steamy.
Very cute. Very cute. Eggert drawing, trying a new shadow style. Yo!
That's cool. I like
That's
that a lot.
really cool. And yeah, the hand reaching out. It's fucking awesome. Just a random idiot. My family got to see Hadestown last night, so I drew this in
fun.
excitement to see it. Yeah!
Awesome. I still haven't seen it.
Same.
I can see it at some point.
And all the people in all the musical theater people in our chat are gonna destroy us
Yeah,
for
I know.
it, but this is super good and
Yeah.
super cute. Heck yeah. Thank you. Mocha, Ryu Ballin is suggested.
Hey!
That's good.
Damn, I want a NBA Jam mod with Ryunosuke in it. Wheeling and dealing.
A redraw of the doodle. I'm pretty sure I showed to y'all before. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. It's very cute. A capybara version of olive green. Yo, her full character design is dope
I
as
did
shit.
not know she was a painter.
Yeah. And I redrew that one image of her reaching for the book because it was cute. Yo, that's
that
so
is really
good. An important thing to know, because Val did share this. The zoom in on the book, it actually says Among Us. Which is maybe the most on-brand Val thing of all time.
Uh-huh.
So, very, very good. And I think the image is the Amogus as well. Infamously dorky, I can share my drawing from the Old Bag zine now. Yo!
Look at fucking Grossberg
That's
rocking it.
incredible.
Yeah.
God damn. Again, dorky and drawing old people is just like, it's too powerful.
Yeah.
It's too powerful.
This is what it's like to have hemorrhoids. A red streak and a clear stream.
Oh no! That's so much worse! No!
I mean, but that is kind of
No,
what it's
but
like.
it is kind of what it is. Incredible, dorky.
That is really good.
Tozamasa, boy, we got some funny and then some immediately pain. No matter what universe, Phoenix will always correct you on what and when Christmas actually is.
Objection! The witness claims that they had heard the victim scream when it was almost Christmas.
Psst, Miles.
Don't worry, Phoenix, I've got this. I have him cornered. I just know it. The witness couldn't have known that it was almost Christmas unless they were standing in the victim's living room with the grandfather clock.
Miles, the autopsy report states that the victim died at 12:15 a.m. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
I suppose you're right. He always says that whenever I try to wish him a Merry Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Very, very shoehorn, but good.
Uh-huh.
We got a mild blood warning with Merry Christmas Edgeworth. Oh no! Well, shit. Well, deal 6 didn't happen. Who is Miles looking at in this picture? We've got Desiree and Luke, 3-2 footage, 100% real, not fake.
Oh, you're a private detective. Really? That's kind of gay. Whose privates are you trying to investigate? Hopefully not my husband's.
What?
Autism be damned, my girl can channel the dead.
Oh, Nick, didn't you know? I got diagnosed with weird cool girl syndrome last time I went to the hospital.
What really happened?
Oh, okay, that explains a lot.
Emma, hello. Here's a drawing I've been working for a few days now. This time it's more realistic style compared to my more cartoony ones. Yeah, this is like
Ooh.
wildly different
Yeah, this is really
from
good.
your like super cartoony Iris that we loved a few weeks ago. This
yeah,
is
oh,
dope.
that was the one with the gap tooth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Wow.
No, this is awesome.
Again, I'm always so impressed when artists flex how like versatile they can be with style
yeah.
and technique. This
Oh.
is really impressive, Emma. That's
And
awesome.
I love the angle from it and everything too. It's really awesome. Heck yeah.
Seriously. That's gorgeous.
Dessert, my man. I finally have money to spend on baking stuff again.
Yay!
Inflation's been hitting me hard.
Hey.
Dog same.
Yep.
Our boy Eggert is clearly a fancy brunch boy, so I
Yep.
decided to make him something he wouldn't turn his nose up at.
Ooh.
Eggs Benedict was invented during Queen Victoria's reign. It's an American dish and doesn't really scream Victorian England. But you know what does? Motherfucking meat pies! Eggs Victorian consists of mini pork pies with no upper crust, fried tomatoes and mushrooms, and nod to modern English breakfast. Top of the poached egg hollandaise, which I accidentally overcooked, don't judge me, and chives. Try to get a shot of the insides, but it crumbled as soon as I cut into it.
Yum.
This looks so fucking good.
Yeah, it does look really, really good. Those poached eggs are like perfect.
Like meat pies mixed with eggs
Yeah.
Benedict? Are
That's
you
a
kidding
that's
me?
a really good idea. I would order the shit out of that.
Dog. This is insane.
Yeah, man.
I would fuck this up, Dorky. Or, sorry, Dessert Boy Man. I would fuck this up.
Yeah. Man.
Holy shit.
I want that in my belly.
Wow. So good. Non-apologist with she/her lock shows, am I right?
Nice.
I appreciate this is like 2 weeks
Hey.
in a row we've gotten art of the
Of
lady.
her lock show.
Yeah. No, this is really
She
good.
looks great.
Sexy Whistle Snail.
Hey.
Snail Dartha, the Christmas snail. What's in Jake Marshall's Flash Part 25, Whippersnapper's Revenge / Wicked Witch of the Witness Stand. This one's for confused grandma. Experiment with prunes 3 ways before landing on the right way to incorporate them into this vaguely daiquiri-inspired drink.
Ooh, I love a daiquiri.
A prune-inspired daiquiri, though.
Yeah.
Prunes are kicked up with spiced rum and complemented with cherry juice and maple syrup.
Oh,
Blended
that's
together.
really delicious.
Yeah, with ice and a little vanilla ice cream to make it creamy. It still needs a little tweaking, and I want to fix the garnish so it looks more like an ornament in old Bag's hair, but it tastes like old people and cringe, and that's all I care about right now. Wow. I mean, I love
I
making a
bet
good
that's
daiquiri, but like making a frozen daiquiri is fucking hard.
Yeah.
So incredibly impressed. This is incredible. So Magnu, hey, first time posting. You have some Herlock and Renosuke. Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Welcome.
These
Thank
are
you for
great.
posting. Yeah, I love the way you do the lower eyes. It's
Yeah.
really cute. Heck yeah! These are
Dope
awesome.
as hell yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for first time posting.
Yeah,
These are really cool.
please post some more if you feel
Absolutely.
inclined.
And Van Zeek's quoted Sholmes. Imagine he reads The Adventures of Sholmes with the energy of Sydney / Jason Segel watching Chocolat in I Love You, Man.
Stupid.
I 100% absolutely love this, and I appreciate the cute little chibi Sholmes on the book cover. Beb, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has consumed my life so much I've barely been drawing. Here's what I've worked on during stream. I like this like
Ooh.
kind of taller face for him.
Yeah, it feels like a Disney-fied version of Van Zeek's almost. It's like the elongated nature
a
of
little
the
bit.
of the face and the pointed nose.
He's about to bust into a song.
It almost if he had more wrinkles on his face, it'd be like Frollo Van Zeek's almost.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's giving me. That's
Absolutely.
really I like that a lot.
Mr. Sholmes, may we examine this skull?
Ah, that? It's nothing, Mr. Rionosuke.
But...
It's nothing.
Yes! Yes!
They played us like a dang fiddle.
Thank you for the Metal Gear reference.
Sorry, Iris. I just need more time.
That's alright, Susie, I understand. I do hope I haven't made you feel... awkward! That's really... The fucking face is so good.